Hey there, welcome to the virtual table. I actually have board games to play. For whatever reason, I'm burned out on board games. It's summertime. I know I'm playing a lot of video games, but it's, I don't know, it's just season and reason, I guess. Um, but I, I want to revisit a game I never finished. And the problem is I don't, the save files are, the game's been updated so many times that I would have to start a new campaign. And so I'm going to do that, and it's Baldur's Gate 3. And of course, this is inspired from my playthrough of Might and Magic 7 and my partial playthrough of Might and Magic 6. Um, it's just, I'm on an RPG binge right now, and to be quite honest, this is the best of the best. They did a fantastic job with this one. Um, the only gripe I have with it is they're never going to make any more expansions or even more um, of it. Some kind of falling out between them and Wizards of the Coast, and I think they want the liberty to not be restricted to D&D rules, which in some respects I could respect. Um, but in other ways, the D&D rules are good um, for the most part. Last thing is, I'm not a big fan of the romance stuff, and they went really over the top with the romance in this game. You just look at somebody and smile at them, and then all of a sudden they're hitting on you, and I just don't want that in my video games. And I know people are really into it, and if you go into the comments, it's a big deal. And there's even like they have mods now that make it even more explicit and graphical, and it's just it's a bit much. But I'm not a prude. I can deal with it, and um, it's just it doesn't add anything for me, and I spend most of my time trying to like answer questions to avoid it. But uh, as you can see, I have 851 hours in this game, so um, I have beaten this game at least 4 times, maybe five, and that's counting. One of those times is in honor mode, which is um, a single save file. You can never die. If you get party wiped, you lose. Your save file gets deleted. And it took me 4 or 5 tries to win with the honor mode. And so I was able to do that honor mode. So I've beaten this 4 or 5 times, and I've almost played 4 or 5 more times. So I probably played this about 10 times. And that sounds about right, because it's around, 40 to 60 hours, depending on how much you putz, to play a full campaign. And if I'm at 851, yeah. I had a whole bunch of series where I went with like 4 mages and 4 fighters, and um, those were when I was really into this game. And I'm not sure. So here's the deal: it's been at least 18 months since I've played. I know it shows I just played yesterday, but all I did was just launch it. But in earnest, it's been about 18 months. They have released multiple patches since then, and there's a lot I'm gonna forget. Like I'm sure it'll come back to me when I start playing it, but the trick to a game like this is understanding what gear is in there, plan your character around the gear you can get, and also there's tricks with, um, for example, I know for certain in Act Two, you can get a vial of blood that will give you +2 strength. So you can design a character knowing you're going to get a free +2 strength from that vial of blood, and so you can make design decisions when you're upgrading your character that takes that into account. So with that said, let me go ahead and get this launched, and we're going to start anew. And I honestly don't know why I got this. I did install a mod at one point, but I don't have any mods installed anymore. And I did do a file validation to make sure everything was fixed. It did fix 2 files, but it never made that message go away. Alright, and just to verify, so these are mods you can download. Um, there's a million of them. Um, I haven't touched any of these because obviously all this came out after I stopped playing, so this is all new to me. And it looks like people put in equipment for different characters. Like for example, this one has cleric equipment, and it shows different gear you can get. I don't think these are official, meaning like if you install these mods, it might break your ability to win in honor mode or whatever. Um, but anyways, my installed mods is 0, as you can see. So let's get going here. We're gonna do a new, and this of course is your default. This is what was the hard mode, but since then they came out with honor mode, which, as you can see, they have stronger bosses, stricter rules, and the big one was the single save file. Now, I had said over and over again, I wish I could play honor mode without the single save file limitation, because I really love how much harder the game is, and it is harder. And then they gave us this, so we can customize and go with the honor rule set. And then I'm gonna pick tactician, 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 tactician on everything else. And I don't touch any of the other stuff. This is all just default. So, anyways, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, definitely don't reset the tutorials. Okay, so we will do the Dark Urge. That gives the best storyline to the game. I don't enjoy the Dark Urge because the Dark Urge does dark things, but it definitely does add the most. Um, and I like. So we're gonna start with our race, and my favorite race after playing this is the Halfling. And the reason being is right here, lucky. You roll the dice thousands of times. If you roll a 1, it's a critical failure. But if you roll a 1 with a halfling, you get to re-roll it. So you have to roll a 1 twice in order for a critical failure to happen. And to me, that's huge. And then the brave is decent. It's not the best. But yes, I choose halfling, and then you like the Lightfoot halfling. You get advantage on stealth checks. Um, Actually, I'm not going to be doing stealth with this particular character, so we're going to do Strongheart, and we're going to make a bard with. Oh, I get to pick my spells here. So, Blade Ward is lame. Vicious Mockery is okay. This one is okay. That's good. But only in a very specific situation is that good. Mage Hand is okay. Especially if you're in stealth. I'm gonna go ahead and pick those two. And then for the spells, that one's fine. I don't care for that one. Not a big fan. Healing Word for sure. Cure Wounds. I will get that from the Cleric. I might even get this from the Cleric. Ah, come on. We definitely want Fairy Fire. And Speak with Animals. So we will do that. Starting instrument. I like the loot. Yep, and so we're haunted. Ah, this is why I don't like doing this. You get medicine and intimidation. Like they're picked for you. So we definitely want performance and persuasion. And I guess deception would be okay. And the medicine and intimidation are fine. I guess the only thing I would have liked to have taken was maybe acrobatics, but that's fine. I guess we'll live with it. And you always want to have an odd number when you start, because you only need one more point to push it to the next level. And let's see. So you get 15 is the base. So since I'm at 17, I'm getting plus 3. So 15 gives you a plus 1. No, that's not how that works. Alright, 8's giving me a minus. 10 is the base. And then it's every 2 points after that. So 12 will give you a plus 1. And then 14 gives you a plus 2, and 16 gives you a plus 3. So this is getting a plus 3 to charisma checks, because I have a 16. The 17 doesn't give me any extra bonus, but you still want this to be 17. And the dexterity, I'm not so keen on making that odd. I mean, obviously, one extra point will push that over as well. But, see, we've got too many odds here. So, I'm going to just reduce the Constitution by 1. Or I'm just going to add 1 to the Constitution. So we just get extra health. I think I need 2 points to raise that up. I see what's going on. I don't necessarily need strength with him. You know what? I don't need intelligence either. He uses charisma for his spellcasting. That's what my issue is. So let's get that back up to 12, 15, 16. And I have 1 point left. Yeah, something's not right. I used to have this figured out. What am I doing that I... Yeah, I have 3 points to spend still. That's the part that's getting me, is I have 3 points. Oh... I could do it that way. That was the idea. Have 2 14s. So that gives me just extra health. I don't necessarily need extra health. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Well, there we go. I'm going to do that and then give myself 2 more wisdom. That's what I'm going to do. Alright. Sorry I spent so much time on that. And I don't even care what he looks like. Definitely don't want... I'm not into all the goofy... Dang it. No body art. Regular eyes. No makeup. There, I can live with that. I can live with that. And where do I put his name? You can tell it's been a while.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
I always like the way it has three, Roman numeral 3. That's pretty cool. I feel like they added that. I don't remember that being there when it first came out.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds. That pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull, besides your name and a headache. But you are in danger. Time to get out of here. And then you can shed light on the dark of the matter of yourself.
My head.
Okay, so I always like to run up here first. There are items that are worth a minuscule amount of money, but money is tight
Be on
in
my
the
way.
early game. So, for example, we can pick up.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Add it to wares is perfect. Because it means when you add it to wares. Well, look at that. This is all new. Okay, so we got supply packs now in there. This is marked to be sold. And I think if I hit the... I'm going to add that. We're just selling them. That's all we're doing. And you can see these are all of our skills, how we are. We focused heavily on the charisma ones, of course. And then we at least have decent dexterity. And off we go.
What's in here?
Some nice small chunk of change. I'm gonna go ahead and jump. Take 1 damage.
Anything of use?
Loot the mind flayer.
Dead. Good.
And there's a chest up here.
Here we go.
I forgot to mention, when I customized this and said I wanted the honor rules, one of the boxes I did not check was the single save box. So they made it so you can actually save the game, and it's not going to hurt you. So let's do that right now. One whole gold. Alright, this little dude will be with you at the very end of the game. If you play your cards right.
You've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return. Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Alright, let's see if we can pass investigation. That's the honor die, by the way. Gosh, I rolled a nat 20.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull. The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat. Your fingers twitch with the desire to rip its tender, moist meat to shreds.
Alright, we're going to spare the creature. If you cripple it, you actually make it not as good whenever it serves you later in the game.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed. To the helm we go.
Alright. So what's our plan with the party? Well, my bard is going to be my healer. He's going to be my personality person that does all the dealing, and he's also going to do all the healing. So he's going to do both.
This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh, my head. What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
We're going to keep Lysel in the party as a pure fighter. I forgot to, no, I did everything right.
Victory awaits.
So one of the things she can do,
This is your end.
there we
You
go.
proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
Alright, if I remember correctly, that's for whenever I need to do some melee. And And I think I need to give this to her.
Assume
She has one. I'll take it back.
An efficient path. Open up.
Let's move. Never wanted the easy path.
We're all healed.
Ship will be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Just grabbing items I can sell.
Seems simple enough.
Is there a quick save? Yes, okay. See, I'm so used to playing the old games.
I can make no sense of it.
I think if I would have released them, I would have gotten a little bit more experience points. Not too concerned.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Whatever fits in that socket must power this thing.
Alright, so we're gonna hold down the Alt key for all that loot to highlight like that. It's coming back to me. There we go, we got a key.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
What's inside?
Another brain. This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life.
Another 20. Oh my goodness.
The pulsing glow.
Oh, and I don't need it.
Lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. Shadowheart. One moment.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
Alright, a couple of things. We have to select Shadowheart now.
I'm ready.
And we need to modify her spells, which I believe is done here. There. Okay, so her spellbook, we can get rid of Shield of Faith, and we need to put in Command. That's very important.
Worth a shot.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Alright, they do autosave here, but once again I'm going to quick save. You can tell my Might and Magic playthrough was recent. Alright, so these fire pit slash demon creatures, they're on neither side. They're currently fighting the Illithids.
Draw. Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves! We will connect them.
We need to get
They're
out
doing
of
some
here.
nice damage to each other. Alright, I'm going to quick save again, just because I'm being overly cautious here. We need, obviously, ultimate goal is to get to here and use the console. But the interim goal is we're going to kill things along the way, and I want to kill him and get his sword. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run. You don't want to be near somebody.
Time to press
We're
ahead.
going to just push ahead like that, and then I'm just going to not enough to kill him. Right, and then I'm going to use my little dude to finish him off. And then keep going.
Got to keep fighting.
And then with her, we're going to push up
Onward.
as much as we can. And this is where the quick save really comes in handy. We're going to do command on this guy. And we're going to do command drop. We're going to make this guy drop his weapon. We have a 55% chance. And he saved against it. So yeah, we got to load. It has to succeed. I mean, it doesn't have to, but to do the fun stuff, it does. There it is. So we succeeded. Now I'm going to quick save again.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Again, moving up. Shooting things. I do want to put fairy fire on these guys.
Lead him to me. Connect the transponder.
We use the little dude to help finish things off.
I'm ready.
And for her, we're trying to get her up here to help attack this thing. You can loot along the way. This is where... Oh, I gotta be next to them to do that. There we go, we just did 10 more damage, or 11. If you do it right, you can get there this turn. I'm already playing inefficient.
Breathe deep and move.
Now this is another one, by the way, but you probably want to save before you do it. So Fairy Fire is not on him, but it is on him. That's good. It's on the one we wanted. What Fairy Fire does is it makes it easier to hit him. And our little dude's doing awesome.
Got to focus. Heading there.
And of course, we still miss.
I am fury. I am death. Taste my fury.
Your spine is mine.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
%70
Stay
chance.
focused.
51%.
Time to strike.
Alright, so we want to pick this up.
Ah, found and taken.
And see, sometimes that happens where she runs stupidly. Then after you pick it up, you want to equip the weapon. So now she has the burning blade. And we can pommel him.
Let these intruders out. Our furnace is ours.
And you want to be pretty far away from everybody because there's a bit of a time limit
Hurry,
here.
before they strike.
And only one of you needs to survive. Unconscious, I mean, you don't want to be dead. So yeah, this guy's down to 105 health. He's got a ways to go still. keep missing.
I will ascend.
And now we're going to try to lacerate him. There we go, we got him bleeding. This is what I was referring to. So these guys are coming. We have 2 more turns to kill this guy, and then we gotta... These guys are gonna be a problem.
Take this ship, or Dario will have your head.
So 2 damage. Fair enough. 15 more. He's down to 70.
Talk to me.
Talk to me. There we go, we just did 12 more. And I'm gonna get KO'd. I'm definitely rusty at playing this game. Yeah, see, they just shot. Lysel's almost down. Like, I'm gonna get party wiped soon. Alright. I gotta move towards our objective.
What path lies before me?
I'm gonna use a healing potion. 16 more. Dang it.
Let's finish this.
Only 1 damage. Man, I needed that to hit.
Your spine is mine.
I'm coming for you. Damn these imps. I need to reach the transponder.
20 damage. Excellent.
My faith will protect me.
That is not what I wanted to do. That... I was trying to click on him. Ah, oh, come on. This is miserable.
Let these intruders open. The furnace is ours.
Another step forward.
There we go. So we got 75 experience for that. And she just died. Do I reload? I will reload. I'm gonna at least pause it for you. Okay, I got it back to a respectable state. He's at 90 health. And she's missing like usual.
Fury, I am death.
And that was amazing. So much show I should probably save that. And here they come. So we got 1 more turn before they shoot at us. 2 more turns to take them down. Alright, so we got this.
Don't waste a step.
And again, the reason I move away is because I play it precariously close with these two. And it is possible they can party wipe you, but they can't if you're far enough away that they can't shoot you. Obviously, I'm not doing a good job of killing these things, but that's what you use your time doing as you get closer and closer. And there's still 64 hit points on this guy.
Need to act fast.
This is ridiculous. So that was unexpected. Man, oh man, I'm really struggling in for a person who's beaten this on honor mode. But I'm being stubborn too. You do not have to do what I'm doing, and I'm just being stubborn about it.
Come a little closer.
Concentrate.
Hey, she hit. Ah, missing is not good. It's good that he missed.
Something good here, I hope.
Oh, missing is not good. That guy's got 40 health left.
Got to focus.
Alright, that was good.
They must not escape! For your spine is mine.
Here we go again.
Oh no! I forgot I'm using my sword. I really am rusty. Holy buckets. I lost fairy fire. Doing that stupid move. Oh, come on.
This will protect me.
Alright, we got him. All that was for 75 experience points. But we got him. And you miss. Oh my goodness. Switch. There we go.
Need to find a way forward.
Damn these imps. I need to reach the transponder.
I keep missing.
Act fast.
See, I can't run. They got way too many hit points. I'm not gonna kill one of these. See, it says, it says you are no longer required. He just switched sides. He's now our enemy. So that's not good. Now we got 75 more experience points from him dying. We gotta survive.
On us now.
And
Let's
here we
get
go.
to the transponder and get out of here.
So that timing worked.
The helm's alien
Oh,
transponder. You've made it in time.
you gotta get some dice rolls to go your way. But we gained extra experience points.
You half expected your memories to return once you were free of the Mind Flayer ship. But your past is still an aching void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
Alright. Hold down the Alt key so you can loot.
Drink in the pungent corpse. Since you awoke on the ship, your mind has been cold and empty, but something stirs. With your hands close to this body, you know nothing of why, but you find a half smile flittering across your face. You see flashes of flesh, all lumped together in a mass grave. No single image sticks out. There is something unknown and unspeakable deep within your heart.
Should mind my step.
It's definitely a graphical improvement from the Might and Magic series.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
The Divine tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us. You're more concerned for her than she is for you, clearly. We need to take care of ourselves. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Open up.
Loot, loot, loot.
Might be useful. Something good here. I hope.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
I always thought that once I got the Baldur's Gate, I'd be able to, like, find who that letter was for, and I don't think they made the connection. Better, maybe it does exist and I just never found the person. Alright, so we got the... That marker just signifies a way to teleport around. So now we can... No matter where you are on the map, you can, you know, speed run to there without having to manually walk across the world. And before I get too excited, I should save again.
More of these wretched things.
And we leveled up. Okay, so it says Bard level 2, but we're actually going to do a Cleric and choose Cantrips. So this is where we want to pick something different than we already have. I can't remember if I already know this one. I do. No. Sacred Flame is not bad. We already have that one. That one seems new. Explode a corpse. What an interesting idea. I'll go ahead and take that one, even though I just said earlier it's not that good. And we're going to do life domain. And saloon is fine. So religion and insight, sure. And then we had healing word. The important one here is you want sanctuary. And everything else is optional, but we'll go ahead and do that. So what are we doing here? We're gonna do a lore bard at 10 levels, and we're gonna do life cleric at 2 levels, and we're doing the 2 light cleric levels now. So it more or less doesn't matter what we choose with her. Okay.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
Can't give up. Not now.
Alright, we got one down.
Ready.
Of course.
What's the plan? Need to stay focused. What should I do? You fight well.
There we go.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Let's have a look. No traps, please. So
429 experience needed.
Bet I can crack that open.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry. I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me? I'm not an idiot. I saw... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms? Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. Well, yes, of course. But first things first. You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
Alright, so we have Astarion with us.
How delicious.
He, of course, is a rogue. I'll respec him later. I do like this. Alright, now we have group mode, group hide. That's right. So we can go to camp and respec him now if we wanted. But let's keep going. Make sure we have our party first.
A mind flare. And it's hurt.
Even injured, it's dangerous.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion. You can't move, can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Monster. Death is too good for
it. So I gained an inspiration for for killing him. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. I'm just looking. There's dead bodies lying around and things of that nature.
Can't slow down.
It's a matter of like how meticulous you really want to be to.
What's hiding here?
Dead goblins over there. Worth some for supplies, maybe.
But before we go that way, we want to go this way. And then we're gonna jump across. We need a shovel.
Fit in my pack.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Unstable somehow.
Alright, so we're gonna loot. And then we're gonna...
Whatever it takes.
Whatever she has, we're gonna take away. Obviously we can't take that, but... Get the scroll of Revivify. I'll leave her keep the supply pack.
Onward. Ever onward.
Let's get going. These boots have seen everything.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Alright, I have to pause real quick. Alright, welcome back.
A hand? Anyone? Ow! Perhaps I should have clarified. A helping hand. Anyone?
I still love that the most.
This branch of flesh is begging to be pruned, and its sap sucked from.
My mistress' eyelids! Stop! Cease, you loon! Ah! Ah!
As soon as the dreams cross the threshold of your imagination, you snap back to realize they have all come true.
Just full of surprises, aren't you?
Joy floods through you. You were dazed on the Nautiloid, but now you are truly awake. Alive.
I just killed Gil, didn't I? You can see I just got through their background. They gain experience points. You can spend it to re-roll. I don't know if that was worth it. I was planning on using Gale in this.
Huh. You look rabid, pained, sick. You're spasming and twitching. You poor thing. Well, so far, my tadpole and I have been nothing but best friends. Something else is happening to you, isn't it? You have bouts of swooning and swaying, and your jaw is grinding like you're poised to chew off your tongue. Do take care of yourself.
Okay, so we lost Gale. He was actually going to be one of my party members. So we can use somebody else. I guess it wouldn't hurt that much. Heck, we can even use Shadowheart, now that I think about it. And... that's where I'm going.
Of course it's dangerous. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Hells, this isn't worth it. I'm out of here.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see
I don't know why... Well, yeah, here we go.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Eager for battle. An efficient path.
Nothing hurts anymore. Dream in red.
Alright, I'm saving it. We're going to... sneak.
Carefully now.
And I'm gonna shove. And I failed my shove. Jeez Louise. Of course. I'm screwing up all over the place. Here, let's make our lives easier. I probably could have won, but let's make our lives a little easier.
Make sure it's safe.
Best be on my way.
Alright, so we're coming in. And then we're gonna pick her, Lizelle. And have Lizelle shove. There we go. That wasn't the reason I wanted to do this, but
it's ever easy. On my way.
I'm trying to get over to here and shoot that right there. And that just killed two of them. It makes this fight so much easier.
Let's finish this. Moving.
I am fury. I am death.
Taking position.
Ah.
Talk to me.
Talk to me, Goose.
Have to keep going. Time to strike. I will not know failure.
going. I will ascend. I will not know failure.
Behold the dance of death.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
All right.
What's in here? On my way.
Text is too faded. Doesn't tell me who was worshipped here.
That helped.
Okay, so we got those guys killed.
Why do you give a look? Everything all right out there? You sound a bit shaken, boss. Hang on while I find the key.
Who the hell? You're dead!
Where do I go from here?
Can't afford to let up. Swift and lethal.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff laying around here.
I feel a presence.
Until your heart's content, of course.
The patron god
Most of it is absolute junk.
Whoever that even is. No intact symbols here. No dedications.
The this looter's trunk has some decent items. The cheese wheels aren't horrible. You can actually take the plates and stuff too, even though they don't highlight. You can take everything. They're all worth at least something. The food helps you when you're camping. And then
more for me.
Portrait of Fane is a nod to their other game. Okay, so we're gonna
keep a blade close.
Break them apart. Shut off the light. And go into hide.
Must lug my guts through this hell.
And get her over to here.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Oh, action, not reaction. Repositioning.
And then we'll have Lysel hit. Not enough movement.
Victory awaits. My path be true.
With haste. Too much to bear.
You could blow this up and damage a bunch. Oh, come on.
This is your end. Let's end this.
Time to push my luck again.
Again.
On the move. Got to concentrate.
Bleeding fast. I need
Oh.
healing.
Because he was... She's gonna go down soon too.
Time to strike. Make way.
come on. I make this game look so much harder than it actually is. It's not this hard. I'm just screwing everything up. Now I remember what it's like when people play for the first time.
Who the hell? You're dead!
Can't even catch my breath.
Can't give up. Victory awaits.
A better position.
What path lies before me? What's inside? Open up. Don't mind if I do.
Okay, let's do a better job this time.
I feel a presence here, a power. The patron god of this place.
Whoever that even is. No intact symbols here, no dedications, nothing.
Okay. So, he's going there. Astarion is going to go shut off the light.
I need to concentrate.
She needs to go stand there.
Ready for anything.
And Lysel's going to go pull the switch. So she's going to pull the lever.
What comes now?
And then Lysel has this firebolt. She's going to go right there. That's the way it was meant to be. And then she's going to run.
On I go.
Jeez Louise.
Going to last much longer.
All right.
Out of sight, out of mind.
The problem is
Staying out of sight.
there we go. We got everybody in the battle now. So we're gonna... I'm looking for the command. My apologies, it's been a while. Should be a throw command. Maybe you... I go into my inventory, right click, throw.
Maybe I should... No. This is good.
That works.
What's the plan?
They just love picking on her. Oh my goodness.
Time to kill.
My goodness.
Time for a new approach.
Victory awaits. Taking position.
Alright, I'm getting very frustrated. They just killed Vizel. Or, I'm sorry, Shadowheart. I don't have the guy that resurrects us yet. That's my issue.
Who the hell?
This battle should not be that hard. But I am playing tactician mode and I'm playing like a noob.
What should I do?
I am fury. I am death.
If not over, then through.
I am playing like a noob, so
I'll take that.
part of the issue is I spent my healing spells. Like I don't have a lot of healing spots left unless I go back to camp.
Here, a power.
And like camp
The
for real.
patron god of this place.
Don't necessarily want to do
Whoever
that.
even is, better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Alright, so
What now?
want him to shut that off.
What's next, I wonder?
Want her to go there.
Trust no one.
Blackett's will be done.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Action, not reaction. Undetected.
All is ash and meat.
Unnoticed. Good.
What a day.
Keeping low.
Something's rotten about this.
What's next, I wonder?
What's to be expected?
Shut it!
Let me strike true.
I do have to survive that initial wave.
Purpose.
Shall we cut and run?
Staying out of sight.
What now? What do I have to lose?
There, I finally got everybody in the battle. That's important. Man, I had an 88%.
Never a dull moment.
If I stand next to them, I give them disadvantage. There we go. I knew that was coming.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
There we go. We got a bunch of them down.
Victory awaits. Taste my fury.
They keep closing the dang door.
No choice but to keep going.
I will ascend. Let my name be known.
Alright, there we go. We got him. Man, oh man. I made that so much harder than it needed to be.
Something good here. I hope.
Other than some skeletons, we got the dungeon cleared.
Have to keep going.
And he's weighed down, so let's get rid of the light items, so no longer encumbered. I'm sorry, the heavy items.
Let's see what this does.
Keep your distance, darling. Don't mind if I do. No lock, no handle. How does it open?
Okay.
Over there.
Keep it together.
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
Moving in.
This text is ancient. A dedication to a forgotten god.
What's hiding here?
What's that?
Well, there's a lot of bookshelves. You can explore every one. Occasionally you'll find a book that might be worth 3 gold. It's a lot of effort for very little reward. This direction is the final direction, but you do want to go in here. First off, the guy we killed from above is here. And secondly, there should be Why am I feeling so disoriented? I would swear there was a book in here. Maybe it's... Maybe the book is down this way. This doesn't seem right. There should be a book that you can read in here. And, like, you do a skill check and you can actually gain some knowledge. Like, you actually want Shadowheart to do the reading. Because she's a cleric. At least for now, she is. It's really bizarre. But it is possible that we're not... Yeah, let's open this door. Maybe I'm misinterpreting something. I might be misinterpreting something. Alright, I saved it again.
Wasn't built for the living.
So just do your standard looting. Usually the chests are worth looting. With the right perception, you can see the traps.
Careful, I might.
And he can even disarm them.
Tread carefully.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
So his perception failed. Mine was successful.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Perhaps. How considerate.
Okay, we're entering turn-based mode.
Let's go.
So just run.
No one stopped me yet. Another step forward.
We just wondered what was in the sarcophagus. I could have done that a lot smoother as well. But there was a key in there. It's one of the things we grabbed. And you know what? The book I'm referring to is in this room right here.
Scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
These guys you want to loot before you do
about their words that they commanded
anything. You kill them later, but they no longer have the loot that's on them now. It's a weird behavior.
No traps, please.
And again, I'm not worried about like equipment. You know, you can tell I'm really not spending a lot of time, because as soon as we get the skeleton dude here that's coming up, we're going to regroup and then
Looks like
form our party proper way. Alright, so
There's no time to waste.
she has the right skills to try to read. This book. I did not mean for her to do that.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock. As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what? Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Yeah, see, she gets inspired by it.
What to do? Should be easy.
Come on already. That soul coin, it's only really useful if you take Karlach with you.
I prefer gold.
And that room where all the fireballs were, there's another soul coin there, which, again, if you're using Karlach, you really want to go get that.
Let's hope for gold.
That's Jurgle, scribe of the dead. I didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
Overall, that's the toughest one. Hit point and armor-wise.
Oh, so much for peace. Very well.
Need to act fast. Got to move.
My path be true.
What I could have done is hit the button and position all my people around so they can be better prepared.
This will do nicely. Let's have a little fun.
These boots have seen everything.
Got to keep fighting. Let's do this.
Silence doesn't hurt us at all because we're not casting any spells. The blinded does.
Moving.
can't stay idle.
Oh, I didn't shoot the thing. I hit a brazier.
Got to move.
Ah, come on.
Let's do it. What now?
Ridiculous.
Got to press on.
I won't give in.
So if you're not familiar with D&D, the rule set that this game follows, when she went down, there's every time it's her turn, she rolls dice, and if she rolls poorly enough, the timer moves up by 1, and there's 3 wedges in the circle that's above her head, and if the circle fills up, it's got 3 pieces to it, and the first time she fails, the first piece fills in, then the second piece, and then the third piece, and if all 3 pieces fills in, she dies permanently, or needs to be resurrected. If the enemies do damage to her, that can also cause that while she's laying down.
Can't afford to let up.
So you do have to be careful and
On I go.
spend some time. Now what I did was I spent my action standing her up, which just simply means that she comes back up with 1 health, but she has no action on her turn. She only has a bonus action. That's all she has. That's why sometimes you can heal yourself and whatnot.
No time to waste.
This is exactly. So she only had the bonus. See, and I sort of explained this in my last playthrough, but this says bonus action at the bottom, and there's also an orange triangle. Orange triangles are bonus actions, and then the here, let me pick somebody else. So see how it has a green circle, and you can see right here. These are your actions. These are your bonus actions. And then those are your cantrips, which that one is an action. Alright, so we're gonna come
outmaneuver them.
Flip back. He's 1 health away.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Can't slow down.
Of course we missed.
That was pathetic. Sorry bones guarding dusty old trinkets.
Breathe deep.
Alright.
And move.
We are almost home free. So
A lot of effort to hide 1 sarcophagus.
don't forget the loot in here, especially this chest. So you get the amulet where you can speak with the dead.
Let's have a look.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? Curiosity. Nothing more. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? In death, that is so. Very well. I am satisfied.
He's
We
satisfied
have
no matter
met,
how you answer.
and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Don't forget to loot the actual sarcophagus. Because you click on it, he shows up, but there's actually loot in there. Alright, and you can see I leveled up again. Alright, but we want to do another level of cleric. And the reason being is this right here, Preserve Life. We're going to get this spell, and it's pretty awesome. And we can grab 3 more. Oh, those are prepare spells. Yeah, we want Sanctuary in our list. I'm really not going to cast anything besides Healing Word and Sanctuary, but see, and then right here we have Disciple of Life. Your devotion empowers your healing spells. When casting healing spell, you gain additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. The spell's level goes up with the bard. That's the thing, that they sort of complement each other. So even though we're no longer going to take any more levels of cleric, we're going to continue to level up the spell. And for something like 100 gold or whatever, you can always respec.
Maybe I need more pockets.
That might be worth a look.
And there you have it. We're back to the beginning. And then eventually we're going to go to the town. And I think right now we can go and manage our party. So let's save this for real. And then let's go to camp. Yep, and there he is.
Something's on my mind.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
So we're gonna get him to...
A mending of the threads between life and death.
So he'll resurrect us
Should
now.
thou or
As
any
long
of
as
thy
one party member.
compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. A matter of coin.
And then you can change your class. So...
Make haste. I would have words with you.
Alright, so we got... He's ready. And we can bring everybody up and look at everybody's inventory. This is a hot mess over here. But yeah, let's now have Astarion.
Yes, let's.
How much gold do I have? I have 400. That should be enough.
If I must.
Ah, another. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of... As thou desire.
So I'm going to change my class, but I'm going to pick the same class. It's just, it lets you re-roll the rogue. So, I don't like the way his points are distributed. I do like the 17 dexterity. We're going to leave that there. But, for example, he doesn't need nearly that much intelligence. The wisdom can come down. He doesn't need charisma at all. And if anything, he needs strength. Because he's going to be using, potentially, daggers. But, he really doesn't need that so much as either. You know, it's, so we can give him extra constitution. And once again, I made it so I have extra ability points because I'm not spending them right. But that's alright. Okay, then we're going to change around his... So these are skills with expertise, so the proficiency bonus is doubled. And so we're going to have him... should be... Helps you pick locks and pockets, disarm traps. So we're going to do that one for sure. And then perception. We want those to be his two special ones. And then for the regular ones, see, he doesn't need the charisma stuff. So we don't need any of those, and he does get to pick 4 of them. Acrobatics is not a bad idea. And stealth for sure. Investigation, insight, those could be helpful. Deception he already has. So we're going to grab athletics. And we get to do one more for him. Not very helpful unless he's the one doing the dialogue, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and do those 4. There's something I'm not doing right. definitely want that. Wisdom of 10 is always good, because wisdom gives you, like, checks against, you know, when they're trying to control you or whatever. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. That spends the points better. So if he uses his daggers, he'll have some strength bonus. He's gonna mostly be shooting with his bow, but it's nice to have the daggers. So we'll go ahead and confirm. So he's good to go.
Will guide me.
And now we got her.
Ah, another. I shall be here in thy camp, as thou desire.
Since I killed Gale, it was actually a noob mistake for me to do that, but I did. She's a half-elf, that's fine. We're gonna make her into a wizard. And I need to think about this for a second. The mage hand's not horrible. Rhea Frost is fine. She already has this because she's a half-elf. The minor illusion's pretty good. Yeah, we'll do Mage Hand. And then, yeah, we'll do Minor Illusion as third. Then... we want... definitely want Shield. Magic Missile. Find Familiar. Chromatic Orb. Witch Bolt. Mage Armor. Yeah, that's a good start. And then her abilities. So clear everything. And of course we want intelligence to 17. Don't need charisma. Usually wisdom at 10 is good. Make that 14. And get 16 dexterity, which will give her improved AC. Arcana and History is fine. There she goes. And then we have Lysel, which it's funny because Astarion and Lysel, I want the exact class that they are.
Ah, another. I shall be here in thy camp, as thou desire.
We're just re-rolling them. That's all we're doing. So we're doing a fighter with great weapon fighting. Gonna clear. (17) strength. 14. 16. And always good to have wisdom. And then acrobatics for sure. Survival. Yeah, that works. Okay. So we have everybody the way I want them.
Watch your back.
Now we can go ahead and start leveling them up. So we're going to get Rogue level 2. No choices need to be made. So, Wizard level 2. And Abjuration is the subclass I want. So what it does is, um, the magic that you cast, if you cast an abjuration spell, it actually creates a shield that will protect her from taking damage. And of course, it'll cost less. Now, there's some new stuff here. Like, this whole blade singing thing is brand new. Um, since I've played, this is a part of a last patch that came out. So, pretty cool to try. Most people do evocation because you can just cast fireball and it doesn't, hurt your allies. But abjuration is the one I really enjoy. Some of these other ones are decent, and they all have. I have a video on 4 mages where I actually take advantage of how I can use one as a fighter type, and it's really good. Anyways, so what 2 new spells is she gonna get? Some of this is you just want to grab the utility stuff like that. And then preparing a spell, I don't need any of the other stuff. And then this is another one where there's no real choice. So I'm level 3, which means that these guys
don't touch me.
Have to be super close. Yeah, 64 points away.
All right.
Alright, and now I gotta talk to somebody.
Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity.
So yeah, so
Be quick about your rest. We must locate a creche.
She's upset because we're camping.
You would doubt me. I do not trust a common healer to extract a gate tadpole without killing its host. At a creche, a gust still may cleanse us. Safely. Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
I should speak up.
What were you two talking about? You and that Gith Yankee. I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel. She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer.
You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Now they give us, let's see. They give us a bunch of food and potions that we can use. And there's also, these are, they're trinkets. They don't do anything at all. They're just stuff you could sell. So I'm going to take them all. I'm going to wait here. I'll leave these here for now. But now we can finally go rest. I guess before I do... So going through my inventory, I'm going to have to give her some robes because she can't be wearing all the stuff that she's wearing. And actually I should have given that to myself. Never mind.
I have such a headache.
So I'm going to put that on. Give her all my scrolls. Like so. Alright. It's usually easier to do it this way, but he has so much stuff in his inventory, it's insane.
I wonder what the next move is.
Okay, so we just learned a spell. I'm gonna give that to him to sell. Wizard level 2 low. So this is 3 more copies. 50 gold. She already has proficiency. That's 50 gold. Wizard level 2 low. Alright, so that's some of our issue.
Where am I? What's going on?
Alright, so we are done. And we're going to leave camp. I do need to get this and this off her because she has penalties. And that as well. Come on. So she at least has a robe now. And if I have a staff somewhere, I think she could use a dagger too. There we go. And then we can at least do that. Alright. I'm not proficient with scimitars. I shouldn't be proficient with longswords either, but yes, I guess I am. Okay. Save the game, because that took a long time.
Very well.
Whoops. We are going this way. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is this town is under siege. As we get closer, we'll see a battle going on. We're going to have to help them with the battle so we can get into the town. And yeah, that's next goal. As far as the party plan, like I said, I'm taking the 2 levels of cleric, which I did. And now I'm going to go back and take bard the rest of the way. For Asterion, he's going to do 4 levels of thief, and then I'm going to do Ranger the rest of the way. Now, some people like to do 2 levels of Fighter and 2 less levels of Ranger, and that allows you to get an extra bonus action, because the Fighter at level 2 has that bonus action ability, so it lets you get extra attacks in. However, I don't like that because every 4th level you get a feat, and the feats in this game are very powerful. And so if you do 4 levels of Thief, 8 levels of Ranger, you're still going to get 3 feats. If you do the Fighter thing, you're giving up a feat in order to get an extra action, and I don't actually like the trade-off. Everybody else is going to stay pure. We're going to stay pure Mage for Shadowheart and pure Fighter for Lysel. Now, the reason why I like a pure Fighter, you could do a Paladin. Paladins are great. There's a lot of mechanics out there where you can use their spells to surge for massive damage. You do have to rest to recover those spells, so sometimes a battle can catch you off balance where you don't have those spells, or maybe you're being too stingy and you aren't using the spells when you should. The Fighter doesn't need to worry about the spells. They just straight up do damage. And the big reason I like the Fighter is they actually get 4 feats instead of 3. So level 12 is the maximum level in this game. So every 4th level you get a feat, assuming it's 4 levels of the same class. So everybody else gets 3 feats, but the Fighter gets a bonus feat, and so they actually get 4. And that is, you're going to find, for me, is the difference maker, because the types of things you can take for the Fighter are very, very good. But with that said, I got an early meeting tomorrow, so I got to log, and thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.